Oh, hi. I took a shower, played some piano. I snuggled with some puppies. I hung upside down. Influence. Okay. This is an interesting one because should this be one that we look up in the dictionary too? For me, there's so many things that this could actually mean. For me, I just always have to focus on myself, quiet my mind, literally forget everything that I know or that I have been preconditioned to know, be in the present moment and decide for myself. And if I feel like I'm starting to get swayed, by one way or another or something or other, I always kind of ask myself too, am I leaning towards the, on the emotional spectrum scale of love and fear? Which way am I leaning towards this? Like, what's the subject? Now, for other people, there's such things now as internet influencers. I don't know. That's not really what I'm trying to be. I'm really just trying to speak my mind and be as honest as I possibly can and give my very own unique perspective on life and topics. I don't ever claim to be an expert on anything. I don't ever want to seem like a know-it-all. In fact, when new information is presented to me, or a new perspective, I really take that into consideration, and more than anything, it usually broadens my outlook on something rather than, being so rigid and confined and restricted and, this is the way that it is, this is the way. I kind of, don't really agree with that either. I think being a lot of middle of the road, being able to see both sides of things is extremely important, to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes and to have empathy and compassion and to not just think of yourself all the time, but in a way too, you always have to think of yourself first, because if you are not, oh, my tea's ready. If you are not doing what you need to do for you, and you're being influenced in some certain way, feeling sorry for someone, what if somebody's manipulating you? What if somebody's making you feel guilty for something? What if somebody's is acting like you owe them something? Or if there could be 1,000 other things. Plus, then again, there's always too that I have to also remind myself, now that I don't drink, or now that I don't do drugs, and now that I try my best to always come from a place of understanding and love, being willing to do anything that I possibly can to help. I always have to kind of remind myself too, what's the other person's angle here? Honestly, I hate to be kind of like a crazy person, but I can't really anymore, if I know that you've been drinking and you're freaking talking about stuff, or you're acting in a certain way because I know you're under the influence of drugs or another human being or fear or what the media is telling you, or I mean there could be 1,000 other things that you could be under the influence of. I just always try to be a positive influence and a positive force in this world, and become self-aware when I am possibly getting influenced by those things that are fucking not true, and lies, and you know, constantly asking myself, where is this coming from? Why am I thinking that? You know, what in the heck am I doing? You know, and that's all that I can really say, because I do believe that it's learning how to be conscious. They say that your conscience is the honesty of your selfishness. Now, if you're in this world like always just out for myself, I don't care what I have to do in order to get this person to do this or this, I'll say whatever to sell this to, I mean, come on, that's just being a fucking asshole. Okay, that's just being a selfish asshole. But I mean, if you're mindful and if you're conscious and aware of like your present moment and like the gravity of the situation or the weight of the situation of what's actually going on, is that sufficient for influence? I think it is. What are you under the influence of? Have I influenced you in any way to possibly think for yourself a little bit more? I hope so.